Hello, Capricorn. Thank you for joining. We are looking into a love and career reading. There's going to be a timestamp below for you to basically move ahead if you want to look at your career instead of love, as we are going to do love first. But if this is a timeless message, so whenever you find this video, you can rewatch it. You can watch it later and then skip ahead if you like. But let's go ahead into this reading here for Capricorn, into the love portion first. So I'm just basically going to freestyle here and see what the cards have to say, and then I'll go deeper with the clarifiers. So starting with the good tarot, with love for Capricorn, main energy, main message, the messenger of earth, the challenge right now, Fool, and your outcome, what is coming up with regards to love, transformation at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let me just bring these ones into the camera, and then transformation at the bottom of the deck. What is that? Giving you the sun. Okay, so messenger of earth is your current situation. Well, I'll actually start here with the bottom of the deck. So you have transformation giving you the sun. So through transformation on the relationship front, yep, for some of you, you may have gone through a little bit of a shift within a current relationship. But if you're single, you may have gone through some kind of death, death of the old. There could have been a transformation within yourself that has been running its process. But it is giving you the sun. So you're soon going to have this beautiful energy, and you have Leo, Scorpio energy here. You also have the messenger of earth, could be Capricorn energy there, but you have this really nice energy of abundance and joy. And it is a very strong death and rebirth phase here between transformation and the sun, right? So you go through this transformative, deeper dive within yourself. And maybe this has been an ongoing process for some of you for some time, but you're getting the sun. And the sun is a very attractive, very abundant, and it's a very authentic energy. And when you are in your authenticity, when you are embodying your whole radiant and pure self, that is where we attract, right? That is where abundance and love and joy and fulfillment comes in from basically how we are feeling deeper within ourselves. So maybe you've gone through a shedding of the old and maybe spending time alone, for example, but definitely a shift has happened for some of you here that's giving you that beautiful sun energy. So the messenger of earth is your main energy here for love. Interesting. I'm kind of getting the feeling that a lot of you may be more focused on your work. I feel that you may be even more focused on building your foundation of finances. Sorry, the air is going on in the background. This is the third time it's happened. We're going through a deep freeze right now, so the air system usually doesn't kick in this much, but when I've been doing these readings lately, it's been turning on right in the middle of a reading. So it's just been on a lot lately because of our temperatures that we're in. Okay, so sorry for the background noise there. The messenger of earth is building that foundation. Like I said, you may be very, very committed to building that foundation, your career, your finances. But I mean, this is a love reading. So, for some, you may have a committed relationship coming in, but I'll take a look deeper within the tarot there. The Fool is the challenge, right? So there's something around, like I said, I do feel for a lot, you very well could be more focused on yourself. You could be more focused on your career. There may be an uncertainty of moving forward with love, or where you're going with love, or where the next phase is going to take you. So there's a bit of an apprehension about moving forward. And it even could be to do with dating. Do I want to date? Am I interested in dating? Should I pursue this direction and forward? Or should I just stay on track with what I'm working on? So I feel for a lot of you here, it's sort of career over love, maybe perhaps right now. But like I said, it is a general reading. So some of you could have a committed relationship coming in that you're building, but you just might not know where it's going, or you might not know where, and maybe it doesn't matter for some. Maybe it doesn't matter where it goes or where it leads. So there may be part of you just holding back on maybe future plans. And then the Seven of Fire is your outcome. I'm going to look deeper before I say too much about that one, but let's go into the tarot so I can understand more about where this is going for you. So let's go into your current situation regarding love for Capricorn. You have the Five of Cups, King of Swords. Who is this other person? Just for fun. Oh, that's interesting. the Star at the bottom of the deck. You have Aquarius, Gemini energy coming in here. Five of Cups. So I asked, who is the person? That's what this is. And so this could be someone you have not met. It could be someone who you may be around right now. The Five of Cups right now with this, your main energy around love, is a disappointment around the past and maybe even stuck on something that isn't working. Now, this could be reflective of your career. Like I said, some of you may be more focused on your career. You may have a very headstrong energy around creating. It's like writing, speaking, policies, procedures, anything to do with the analytical, logical mind. But it's also a form of leadership that's coming in out of a time where there has been a bit of an upset. Now, this could be to do with your career. But of course, everything is connected, right? So what is happening maybe within your career is also maybe affecting the relationship side of things in a way of, I feel that you could be very headstrong about creating something within your career. Now, if that's not resonating and it's all about love here, then there could have been an upset where there's a time now to rebuild with the Messenger of Earth, something stable out of a time of upset. And I feel that this could be you. I mean, this could be your other person who created a little bit of a disappointment, someone very headstrong. Could be an air sign, very headstrong, very good with words, I would say, very strong personality. But it also could be yourself here, Capricorn, stepping into this role, being really clear with what you want, being very discerning. Now, it could be a very headstrong energy, so just watch the intensity of the King of Swords as it may come in quite strong and very powerful. Yeah, you have the Six of Wands and the Fool when I asked about the other person. So there's another, either they're coming to you. I mean, they could be in a place of wanting victory here with this relationship and really wanting to make an impact and make an effort in this relationship. So they could be taking that leap of faith towards a victory, which could be the relationship. But I feel you here, you have the Fool as a challenge. I feel you might be holding back, but the other person, they might come in, and they might even come in, maybe for some, if you are stepping into the limelight, if you are being seen and recognized, they may see you during that time and run towards you, as in being called towards you, finding you very attractive, very a very like high vibrational state of being when you're in the Six of Wands. It's being seen, it's being recognized, it's that victory, it's celebration. So they could be even seeing you and recognizing you and starting to feel the urge to come towards you. Now, it's very early stages with the Fool, but you yourself are not kind of budging. It's interesting. I hope this is resonating, but I do feel there's some kind of level of movement here, and it is, I feel, coming in from the other side. If it is in an unconscious level, like energetic pull towards the two of you to meet, if you haven't met this person yet, or if you already know them, they could be, if you know them, and if you're in this relationship, they could be also initiating a new opportunity for you, or maybe helping you towards success for some. The Star card here is beautiful energy of maybe healing within this relationship dynamic, or maybe healing your heart in general. It is all about alignment. The Star comes in after the Tower, so maybe you have had change and now you're in a place of healing and alignment with maybe what you truly desire, or maybe for some healing this particular relationship dynamic. So let's go under the Fool for Capricorn. Under the Fool. So this is your challenge. The Seven of Coins. The Queen of Cups. Any guidance for Capricorn, and Two of Cups, and the Ace of Fire. Okay, very nice guidance there. You have the Seven of Coins as your challenge with the Fool, and I feel that, I mean, it could be a bit of a push-pull energy where part of you wants change, but then there's part of yourself holding yourself back, or maybe it's even a timing thing where it may feel that things are just moving slow. It's just sort of this, like, maybe even impatience, or looking at what isn't working and getting frustrated with the process. So there could be a little bit of that impatient energy, or looking towards the future and just, again, maybe even stalling the process of movement in some kind of way. The Queen of Cups also coming in here as a challenge, which, could be even holding your heart in. Could even be holding your heart in. Perhaps, I mean, if there was an upset, maybe there are the emotions under the surface that haven't been resolved yet, or haven't been healed, or even spoken, maybe for some, or communicated or expressed, I should say. So maybe you might be healing still from something of the past, where it may have been kind of encouraging you or inspiring you to take a break from maybe dating, or holding yourself back a little bit from moving forward. Your guidance here, though, look at the guidance, is the Two of Cups and the Ace of Fire. So the guidance is really saying to unite, maybe even to find partnership and just follow your passion. This is not about commitment. This is all about uniting. It could be even healing a relationship, bringing a relationship closer together, being intimate. There could be even just saying, have fun, maybe go find a partner who you can be intimate with, or have fun with, or be very creative and daring and adventurous with. There could be even a spark of, like I said, even healing a relationship and bringing intimacy closer. And the Ten of Cups is all about unity. This is all about, you have what's behind here? Judgment and the Sun again. So the guidance is something around moving up into a next level within a relationship. Now, this could be bringing a relationship closer together. It could be, even if you're single, honoring the relationships you have and feeling that closeness within your heart. And maybe that will also allow for a relationship to come in at that perfect time, when you've let go of patterns of the past and when you've moved into this really nice energy of the Sun, right? Which is that abundant energy and maybe you're on the tail end of a very transformative time for some of you, where you are starting to feel a little bit more in alignment and feeling good and joyful and open. Oh, okay. So this one wanted to come out as your outcome. So we're looking at the result of this, what's coming up for Capricorn. So you have Taurus energy there. The Knight of Cups with Cancerian energy. Queen of Swords. King of Fire. I have all court cards. And the Page of Cups. And again, look at what's under the Knight of Cups. The Lovers. Look at that. That's hilarious. Okay. So there is love on the horizon. And if it's not, if you're single, it's a new relationship, but it's also for some of you who are in a relationship coming around where there's healing and there's a new level within a relationship and a deeper sense of alignment, I feel. So you have two queens, a king, and a knight coming together here. So I feel that there's a very strong bond coming up, but it is going to not depend. I don't feel that's the right word. I feel that it's naturally going to find its way, because there's more confidence with yourself, with expressing, with how you interact maybe with people, with others, and maybe even in how you deal with conflict or deal with difficult times or relationship, maybe of the relationship, where you can rise above it, where you're rising above any problems from the past or any issues from the past, and you're rising into a new way of dealing with things, maybe a relationship, again, finding a peaceful and more harmonious flow with a relationship or with relationships, or dealing with struggles in relationships here. And so I do feel that you can have a very it's weird how this is laid out, but the main message that I'm getting by these two queens, the knight and the king, is that it's a very solid kind of this very compatible and very solid partnership coming together. And it could also start from within yourself, where you are feeling very grounded, and with the queens, very grounded and very solid within yourself. Like I said, it's a solid energy. I don't know how else to say it. It's a bit odd, but there's the Knight of Cups coming through with forward moving momentum towards love. But there's a lot of wisdom here. There's a lot of doing things differently, maybe the second time around. A very wise energy, very smart, very calculated, very discerning. And this King of Fire coming in, I mean, this could be your other person, or it could be you, or the energy of the relationship, but it's a very, very powerful relationship. It's kind of a follow through from that Ace of Fire, sparking this connection here that's very outgoing. It's very influential. It's very magnetic. So there could be this person, or it could be the relationship here, but I feel that there's a lot of energy grounding this fire. And maybe the fire has in the past been a little bit of a challenge, But I do feel that there's a lot more wisdom here now. And again, following your heart and being very vulnerable, but also being very wise and very grounded, and a lot of just wanting to do things right. I feel, not that there's such thing as right or wrong, but just being very, very cautious and aware in a good way, in a healthy way, I want to say. And the Page of Cups, as I mentioned, here we go, an apology coming in. It's either an apology or following your heart, being very open and vulnerable with it. The Knight and the Page of Cups is all about moving forward with expression from the heart, vulnerability, openness, again, healing, forgiveness. And the Knight of Coins coming around here. So this is your energy moving towards lovers. So it's all about commitment, committing to a very strong relationship of values. Maybe some of you have gone through an exercise. The moon is right behind it. So there may be some fear around love, but I do feel it's going to come in very strong for some of you. Okay, I'm going to go into the career portion of the reading next. Okay, here we go. We're looking into the career. I just paused the video so that you don't have to watch me shuffling all the cards, but we're going to go into the career money portion of the reading for Capricorn, which is, where's Capricorn at right now? Seven of Water, your challenge, which Seven of Water could be actually a challenge, truthfully, and your outcome. Where is this taking you? Transformation again. So your love reading had transformation come in already. So you could be going through just naturally a very powerful transformative phase right now, Capricorn. But then it's affecting, if it's your deeper transformation, it will affect everything, right? Because everything is connected. You have the Queen of Fire, though, at the bottom of the deck. So there's a lot of this energy here around you being in the foreground, you being magnetic, and maybe putting yourself out there in some kind of way, maybe on social media, maybe within groups of people. But it's a very, very joyful and optimistic and attractive energy, the Queen of Fire. You could also be attracting opportunity to you and being very self-expressive and very creative. The Seven of Water is your main energy for a career, which you could have a lot of confusion around direction and maybe even everything from like dealing with a lot of people on an emotional level, maybe even having a difficult time choosing your direction, or maybe there's a lot of fantasizing and daydreaming. You do have the Five of Water as your challenge, though. So this came in the love portion of the reading as well. So I'm just going to connect the dots here and mention that the Five of Water, there could have been a setback in some kind of way that has affected your career and maybe the relationship aspect too. So there could be a really difficult time moving on from something of the past. You might find yourself drifting into regret or anger or frustration, or even replaying something from the past over in your mind that's affecting, maybe it could be clouding your judgment or kind of getting in the way. And it could even be something really deep if you want to go into your deep subconscious of maybe like an emotional like trigger or something subconscious that's becoming activated, not necessarily a specific situation like a story, for example, but something more internalized. Now your outcome is transformation. So you are going to have a very deep transformative occurrence with your career. And I feel that your career is about to take a big change for you. So let's look into your current energy for your career and money for Capricorn. You have the Ace of Fire, Five of Fire, Five of Cups again. That Five of Cups is now has come out 3 times between your career and love reading. Okay, let's look at this. I'm going to split it apart so I can digest. Okay, so you have the Ace of Fire and the Five of Fire together coming out. That's causing a lot of confusion, causing a lot of daydreaming and fantasizing, because you have a lot of passion. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of creativity, a lot of fire and drive for the future. It's just it might be difficult to grab onto the reality of one of those ideas. You could even just find yourself getting carried away with energy and creativity and fun. Is like, oh, I could do that. I feel so inspired. But nothing's really grounding it down, right? Which is actually not a bad thing. It's where we get to create from. So enjoy it. It's not bad at all. I have to say, being in our creative zone and in our element allows us to create, allows us to daydream. But again, it is saying here with that Seven of Water, to be very mindful of how much energy is being put into maybe the daydreaming, just as long as one of those or two of those ideas are being brought down into practical form, which you won't have a problem doing at all with your earth energy, then you'll be just fine. The 5 of fire also is, there's a lot of, I mean, maybe there was an upset dealing with a group of people. Maybe there was a frustration around, like, it's almost like, what's the word? Competitiveness, maybe you're dealing with people who are competitive. Maybe there's drama, maybe there's a lot of noise, maybe there's a disappointment through working with a group of people in some kind of way, trying to find your way through it. But I do feel that it is offering you also a solution in some form. So it may come in as a negative, it may come in as something difficult, but it is also giving you a solution. It is giving you, well, all challenges give us an opportunity, truly. And I feel that it is sparking something within you. Now, also, I just have to say one more thing here. If you're dealing with a group of people, they could be triggering something deeper within the emotions. Now, it may not necessarily be this situation that's causing the 5 of Cups, but it could be something deeper, like a more on an energetic or emotional level. So just if that is resonating with you, and the star here is alignment. And I do feel that your dreams are starting to align. There may be a bit of a challenge that you're working through, but it's going to be, I feel it's under the surface. I feel it's something more deeper, emotional, maybe even energetic, trying to like find your balance maybe with the energy to create. But the star, and truthfully, if something's been triggered here with a particular event within your career, it's allowing you to align. It's allowing you to heal and to see your path clearly. Okay, so it may not come in right away, but I do feel that through this event, you are going to have that clarity, and you are going to start to see, oh, okay, that's why it had to happen, and that's where I'm going now, and having that clarity and that certainty. And also, even like I said, it could offer you some healing too. Okay, the Knight of Fire as well. So there's a lot of energy around, kind of impulsive energy. So just maybe watch, I feel maybe on the fire, because there's a lot of intensity there. There could be a lot of impulsiveness, wanting to try things new, wanting to get things going, go, let's do this, let's do that. So just maybe watch the energy. I mean, this is good. I'm not saying it's a bad thing whatsoever. You know, it's fun to move forward and to try new things, but that Aries energy with that Knight of Fire can also fizzle out very quickly. So just watch the energy on it. It is good to try new things, like I said, but also, you know, following through too, and just holding on to the vision. So the 5 of Water is your challenge for Capricorn with career. The 3 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the guidance for Capricorn, the 6 of Swords, and the Hermit. Ooh, Devil at the bottom of the deck. Nothing like a reading with your own card, your own major arcana coming up, hey? So we have here the 3 of Pentacles with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is your challenge. So they're going, maybe there's an upset with your career, maybe someone you're working with. I feel for a lot of you, it's something around working with other people is creating frustration. There could be even suppression, like maybe someone's dominating in this group where you feel like your words or your vision or your creativity is being suppressed in a way. You're not as, something is offsetting your ability or creating an imbalance with your ability to create. So you could be feeling again like there's an imbalance with your with work partnership, with people you're working with, and it could be, like I said, suppressing your creativity. Now you also have the 6 of Swords, and the Hermit is your guidance. It's saying to let go. It's saying to let go of maybe the situation, or even ruminating or overthinking. It's time to move on, to let go of this matter as soon as possible, and to move towards your North Star. You also have the Hermit. So take some time to go inward, maybe detach. This is teaching you something, and it is offering you an opportunity. So maybe it is saying to maybe take some time to go inward. Don't be afraid to maybe even create some space for yourself so that you can feel your way through the situation and gain more information through your inner knowing. And the Devil is coming out here as guidance as well. So it could even be saying maybe it's time to cut the ties to maybe limiting thoughts or anything that's holding you back, or fear, or maybe even a toxic, maybe even work relationship, something that isn't serving you anymore. So look for the patterns, look for anything limiting or anything destructive perhaps. Okay, so let's look at your outcome for Capricorn. Where are you going with this? Five of Pentacles. Oh, just one moment. Okay, I am going to keep those cards that fell on the ground. So you have the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Fire, the Seven of Fire, and the Ten of Cups with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. So a lot of you are moving into the role of teaching, maybe guiding or helping others. You could even be going back to school or upgrading your education, for example. But I do feel that what you're going through here, or what you've been through maybe even over the last while, maybe year or so, is giving you a new even maybe passion around learning or teaching, right? So you could even be moving into this role of teacher. Maybe you're helping others, maybe even turning into a bit of a guide or a guru, for example. Now the transformation that's coming in as your outcome is is giving you the Five of Pentacles. But I do feel that there may be a time where you may feel a little bit alone or isolated, or maybe taking a financial hit or financial setback in some kind of way. But I do feel that has been an investment. And I want to say this can look a little bit down, and sometimes we don't want to see these cards when they come out. It's like, I want just all the good stuff, but it is offering you something very good. It is offering you, I feel, all of this. Okay. So you may have a moment where you may go into a little bit of a, did I make the wrong decision? I can't believe I did that. Maybe even going into a bit of despair or financial lack or scarcity, but it is giving you all of this. It's giving you two tens, the Ten of Fire and the Ten of Cups, and also the ability to rise above certain situations. Now you have this, I think, in the love reading as well, the Seven of Fire, where you now have this confidence around your ability to work through difficult situations, especially working with others. And I feel that this is allowing for you to rise above some of the BS, if you will, right? Like the noise and the poor behavior and maybe people projecting their shadow onto you and etc. I feel that it is allowing for you to find more harmony and balance, maybe even with a coworker or a work environment. You're also going to have a deep satisfaction with that Nine of Cups. You are going to find that joy and that fulfillment. You have the Nine and the Ten of Cups with the Ten of Fire. So letting go of the burdens and the strain and the pressure. You may have a bit more work to do, but you're at the end. And so it's a final push, but you're feeling really good about this because you know you're on the right track. It's leading you to that Ten of Cups, right? So you do have this end in sight. That's where transformation is coming from. So you're right in the thick of an old and a new. And so this is allowing for you to, again, have a new perception on things, but a new way of dealing with other people. And it's about leveling up, I feel. And it is going to help a lot of you either be a teacher, a guide, a guru of some kind. I say guru very lightly, but let's just take a look. And you also could be even taking more courses for some of you, like upgrading your knowledge, your wisdom. You also have Taurus energy with the Queen of Pentacles. I think what's underneath, Judgment underneath. Yeah. So it is all this next level, and you have a lot of wisdom, being very smart now with finances, with investment, with your maybe health, wellness, body is all connected, but being very mindful, about where you're investing your time, not burning out, making sure that you're putting your time into the right places, and even money, like being very, very wise and smart. And some of you maybe even, like I said, I feel that you could be going back to school for some. All right there, Capricorn, I am wishing you all the best during this time and beyond, and I will see you again very soon. Take care.